Hi, so let's talk today about carbohydrates. Yes, carbs. You know how so many people are like, I want to go on a carb free diet. I want no carbs in my diet. And so many fad diets, you know what I mean, that happen around. They're like, oh, no carbs, no carbs. It's a bad idea. Your body needs carbohydrates for energy, for their daily metabolic functions. You need carbohydrates. But here's the thing, you need good carbs. Now, the good carbs are the complex carbs, not the simple carbs. I know it's confusing, right? Simple carbs are bad for you, and the complex carbs are good for you. I'll give you examples of what are simple carbs and which ones are complex carbs. But let me start with the main thing, bread. How many of you are like, oh, I should stay away from bread. I should not be consuming it. You don't need to do that. You should consume bread. It's okay to consume bread. Why? Because your body needs all that energy. Now, here's the thing, the kind of bread you consume. There is bread you get in the supermarket, which is there it's lying on the shelves. It's going to last at least a month or 2 months. It'll keep lying. It'll be just the way it is when you open the pack. But that is a bread that's a bad bread because it has so many preservatives. It has so many chemicals, so many other things to make it last long. So you can imagine, right? When they make the food last long, they must be adding things into it. How come mold is not growing on the bread? It's there. It's made to last long. It's made to make profit for the stores, for the companies that make the bread, not health for you. So those are simple carbs, just big example of it. And that is what you should be avoiding. You should be having bread from like a local bakery or from the bakery, which is a fresh baked bread and which may last for 4 days or 5 days, or you can put it in the freezer and make it last longer. But that is the bread you should be having. The bread that goes bad, if it's left out for a few days, is the one that's good for you. That's the right bread. And the bread that doesn't go bad is bad for you. So at least the basic is done, right? Which is a good carb to have and which is a bad carb to have. Now, simple carbohydrates, they are the short chain molecules. They get absorbed by your body much faster than complex carbs. So simple carbs are like sugars, syrups, all these things. The moment you eat it, your body absorbs it. Of course, how we feel like sugar high and, it gets okay. So those are all simple carbs. Those are the ones which are actually not healthy. So the other ones are complex carbohydrates. These are complex carbs which are longer chain molecules. It takes your body much longer to absorb them, to break them down when you eat them. And your body needs to do work to break them down, and they keep you fuller for much longer. So they are the good carbohydrates. Those are the ones you should be consuming. It's like pasta, bread, lentils, and carbohydrates are in everything, but these are the good ones. And don't be fooled by thinking if you're having vegetables, you're not having carbohydrates, you're not having carbs. No, even vegetables have carbs, but those are also great carbs. Even spinach has carbs. All the green vegetables, all the other vegetables like eggplant, they have carbs. And those carbohydrates are the ones you need inside your system. And these are all great carbs. Consume them. So next time you hear somebody wants to be on a carb-free diet, or you are like, oh, I should be on a carb-free diet, darling, it's a bad idea. It doesn't work like that. Your body needs carbs, and there are carbohydrates in almost everything. You need energy. You need the right kind of energy. So consume carbohydrates, but the good carbs, not the simple carbs that get absorbed fast and they make you more hungry. Go for complex carbs. Your body takes time to consume them, so they keep you fuller. It's like, all the whole grain things, whole grain pasta, whole grain flour, the right kind of bread, all these are okay for you, even if you're on a weight loss journey. What do we have to eat? The good carbs, the complex ones, okay? So promise me, you'll be eating the right kind of carbs, okay? Which ones? The complex ones. Okay, I'll see you next time with more tips, tricks, and hacks on Hackline with Kimi. Bye.